Previously on The Final Pitch, our four investors have heard the initial pitches of our first two batches of entrepreneurs. There were some who impressed.
Floodguard is a car-sized, waterproof bag.
Fight Shape Studio is a boutique fitness center.
We are Big Guys Pizza, home of 36-inch pizza.
But there were also some who left them hanging.
Saan ang galing yung 10 million pesos na valuation niya? Concept pa lang yan, di ba?
Today, the investors will hear the last remaining pitches and decide who among the entrepreneurs will move on to the next round. For those who will be chosen, they will be given a once-in-a-lifetime chance to be part of the journey to the final pitch. The Philippine Islands, home to over 100 million people, has one of the fastest-growing economies in Asia. But critical to its future growth is the emergence of the modern-day heroes that are the backbone of the economy, the entrepreneurs.
My name is John Aguilar, and I'm an entrepreneur television producer based in Manila.
I've gathered four self-made multi-millionaire and billionaire investors from different industries to fund and support the next great Filipino company. Henry Lim Bonleong, paper mogul and award-winning agri-technology entrepreneur. Joseph Calata listed his company at age 31 and is the leading distributor of agri-products in the country. He is the Philippines' youngest self-made billionaire. Jose Jomag Magsaysay, co-founder of a well-loved global food brand and now full-time venture capitalist. And Mika Tan, millennial CEO of the MFT Group of Companies, with a vision to become a strategic partner to 100 businesses globally. Our goal is to find the best up-and-coming entrepreneurs and help take their businesses to the next level through an extensive mentorship and business development bootcamp unlike any other. In the end, they face the investors in a once-in-a-lifetime funding round.
Many will try, but only a few will make it to the final pitch. Today's the third and final day for initial pitches. And after that, we're going to ask you to meet with your investor teams and give us your final decision. Right? So I think we're ready for the first one.
First up is a 27-year-old entrepreneur from Davao who hopes that the taste and formulation of her traditional homemade products would be enough to whet the appetite of the investors.
I'm Christine May Flores from Davao City. So I'm the founder of Kids Homemade Products. Ako po talaga yung nagtitimpla ng products and I do not put MSG. I use natural preservatives like salt and sugar. Ito po yung products ko. That's our tocino po.
Akin na lang lahat to mamaya. Good.
4 million po yung sa tingin ko yung kailangan ko.
4 million investment for how much equity?
I'm willing to give up at least 10%.
Kit, I have a question. If, for example, let's say no funding is involved, you fly to Manila every month to sit down with whoever you choose for 2 hours. Would you do that?
Yes, ma'am. For as long as it would be the big up sa business ko po to really go back, okay lang din naman po. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Will Kit's desire to pursue mentorship regardless of funding be enough to help her move to the next round?
I'd say, Jomag, give me an hour of your time every month and I'd fly, regardless of how much you're gonna put in. Because she had the opportunity already to ask that.
They're supposed to be selling themselves, di ba? Yeah.
Our next entrepreneurs are no strangers to the bar scene. Let's see if they can bring life to the party as they pitch their business inspired by the highly popular beer pong tournaments.
I'm Larry Ray. I am Clint Chow. And we are from Beer Pong Philippines.
But what better way to get a feel of the business than to get in there and join the fun?
Okay, welcome to the final pitch beer pong tournament. And now you will find out who the teams are. To my left, representing Team Millennials, standing at 6'5" with hair, Joseph the Vampire Calata. And also from Team Millennials, we have Mika, Pretty Girl Tan. And now over to my right, you know him as the Rice Man. He is Henry Lim Bonleong. And finally, the venture capitalist, Jomag Magsaysay.
Ano na to? Paano na to?
Very true to form, Team Millennial wins.
Drink, 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 drink.
If the goal is to entice the investors to fund beer pong tournaments, it certainly looks like Jared and his team have gotten the investors' attention. However, their business idea is not to focus on events, but on retail.
What struck us the most is the high demand and very consistent are the party cups. The current market right now, they are selling in 250 pieces in an exclusive membership retailer.
Our solution to that is to make these party cups accessible and convenient to every household in the country.
Our asking price is 1.5 million pesos and a credit line of 500,000 for a 40% equity.
I think you're only on a revenues generating is trying to sell the red cups in lang, di ba?
We can also expand the product line into, let's say, a beer pong set, red cups or party cups with ping pong balls. It's like a beer pong set. Then we can also use the hexagonal cups. We can easily get the business model from other countries.
Saka dapat nagpunta nyo dito, talagang kung ano yung gusto nyo gawin, yun ang i-offer nyo. Cup lang, o lagay nyo hexagon. Hindi yung ngayon nyo lang iisipin, teka lang, gusto namin may hexagon, gusto namin may ganito, gusto namin may ganyan.
I feel that you are pretty good marketers if you're exposed to that in events. But I think that it would have been nice if you could have spent more time to really create a business and make it concrete. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
They should maximize more the time they have in front of us. They should even be asking us difficult questions if they wanted to get something out of it.
Next, on the final pitch.
This is something basic that the country really needs.
Really may passion sila eh. But the business sense, wala eh, di ba?
Sorry, hiyak ako.
Earlier, the investors saw a fun and tasty mix of pitches. Later, the investors will decide who among the entrepreneurs will be given a chance to go on the journey to the final pitch. But for now, they need to reserve their judgment and listen to the last 4 initial pitches. The next entrepreneur is an IT professional who hopes to encourage people to go back to the basics and promote urban farming through the aquaponics system.
I'm Robbie Del Rosario of Balangay Aquaponics. In 2010, the United Nations stated, to end world hunger, we need to have localized food systems. And to answer that call, we started Balangay Aquaponics because we believe that every Filipino, rich or poor, should have access to healthy, sustainable, real food. Aquaponics is a social enterprise that aims to make real food accessible, available, and affordable to every Filipino. And we're looking for about 5 million and 20% equity. And that 5 million will be used for an aquaphonic urban community center.
You said you're a social enterprise. You know, social enterprise is very difficult to make money. I mean, the project is really not to make money, no, but to make it affordable.
Our goal, sir, is to be sustainable.
Thank you.
May passion sila eh. But the business sense, wala eh, di ba?
Kailangan siguro mag-guide talaga kung paano talaga siya mag-i-start mag-business.
Our next entrepreneur is a certified public accountant from Cavite who hopes to cater to a health-conscious market with this alternative, fruit-infused water beverage.
According to the latest survey of Pulse Asia, 2 out of 3 Filipinos consider staying healthy as an urgent personal need. So we should give more importance to what we eat and drink. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Infusions, a ready-to-drink, all-natural, fruit-infused water for health-conscious people that will enhance their drinking habit. Now, we have a capital requirement of 4 million pesos, and I'm willing to give up 70% of my company.
How much is the proposed SRP?
Infusions po ay 40 pesos and it cost us 24 pesos to make. Actually, kaya ko pa po siya i-reduce yung cost when I get my fruits directly from the farmers. Right now po kasi meron lang po akong binibilhan na store, fruit stand.
Pero as is, ano bang shelf life to?
2 weeks po, in a refrigerated environment.
I'd like to know how you're going to lengthen the shelf life.
I have an advisor, a food technologist, which will handle the technicalities of the shelf life of Infusion.
Thank you.
Positive thinker ako eh. Naniniwala ako na makaka-move on ako sa competition.
Up next is a young teacher from Mindanao who is proposing a creative way to address the problem of education in the Philippines.
I'm from South Cotabato, but I went to Manila for college. But every time I go home, I would visit school. I would go in and then sabihin ko sa kanila, sino dito yung alam niyang matalino siya? One or two would raise, or the rest would ignore yung question. Bakit ganun? I think most of our insecurities as adults nagsistem out from our childhood. If you challenge children and you let them realize that you believe in them, they would end up getting confident. We're asking for 2.8 M for 10% of the company.
In order to help build children's confidence by allowing them to discover what they're good at, Krisha came up with the Totobox.
What's inside? So merong storybook, merong magazine, merong activities that the kids will do, complete with the materials that they will be needing.
I was a student like those, and I agree that everybody's a genius and everybody just has their own way of learning things. And I'm one of them, you know.
Sorry, hiyak ako. Naniniwala po kasi ako na entrepreneurship is really critical at this point in the Philippines kasi it will move everyone forward.
Alam mo, I suggest, ang daming preschool. Ngayon, pwede mo siyang gawing isang program. Mag-start ka sa maliit, di ba? And then after nun, pag nakita mo na may traction, and then siguro, pwede ka na uling mag-ano ng funding na kailangan mo na expand.
Okay, I'll give you another 50,000 to put also in that one without asking anything in return.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
You're a good man, Henry.
Siyempre, thankful ako kasi he's willing to give that amount. Pero parang ayoko ng dole-out mentality. Gusto ko, and negosyo din kami. If they get me in, it's okay. If not, it's okay. Kasi by the end of the day,
hindi lang naman funds yung kailangan ko. I want the right mentors.
The last entrepreneurs who made it to the initial pitch trace their origins from Silicon Valley. They're here to offer a fintech solution to aid SME access to healthcare in the Philippines.
Hi everyone, my name is Vincent. I'm the co-founder CEO of Maria Health. So at Maria Health, we have a very simple but ambitious goal. And that is to make healthcare more accessible, affordable for anyone who wants it in the Philippines. Out of the 1 million registered companies out there, 99% are considered small business. And this is a problem that currently no one is solving. So a core innovation for at Maria is this concept of pooling. What if we can pull together the 5-person company with the 3-person company with the 40-person company so everyone can have access to affordable healthcare?
Why the name Maria Health?
It could be your mom, your ninang, your sister, your best friend. There's always a Maria in your life that takes care of you, that nurtures you, that you can trust on, that you can rely on. So that's what we want our brand to be known for.
The name of my mother is called Maria. That's why I produced the Doña Maria rice.
I'm Maria Francesca, so I just want to say to your team, I'm very happy that finally there is a business and which is an app that doesn't focus just on search engines and events and things you sell online. And this is something basic that the country really needs.
Thank you. Thank you for everyone's time. As an entrepreneur looking for investors, I think it's important that there are folks that understand what we're doing. Even though we're still small, they can see the potential.
Next on the final pitch, it's time for the investors to take their picks. Some will be moving forward, but for others,
that was your final pitch.
The final pitch opened the gates to a wide array of entrepreneurs, all hoping to get a slice of the investor's pie. They came from the different regions of the country and from across the globe, with businesses that cut across various industries. Each investor is now faced with the difficult task of choosing only 4 entrepreneurs each whom they can consider for funding. However, an entrepreneur can be selected by 1 or more investors. This simply means that he or she has more chances of being funded. So together with their respective investor teams, the investors now deliberate who they will pick to move on to the next round.
So, sino yung piliin natin? Ano yung character niya, gusto ko eh. Siya lang yung nakita ko hindi greedy na tao.
Not tough enough for you?
I would go for something more concrete.
Oh, I think the guy was very passionate.
Because he seems like a passionate guy, but I don't think this product in itself can actually...
Ang hirap na sa marketing lang kasi hindi rin alam ng tao na meron siyang small. Hindi, meron din siyang all sizes.
Alam ko lang sino napili ko.
Okay. Yes.
You okay with it?
Hello, entrepreneurs. See a lot of smiles in the room, that's good. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering who will proceed to the next round. Really, this contest is not just about business. It's about people, it's about character, and the people that we are looking for are really the ones that have not just the passion, but the grit to make things happen. The next 30 minutes will determine your fate, whether you make it to the show or not. This is the start of a great journey. Okay. Thank you. Good luck.
The entrepreneurs will be called in batches, with one entrepreneur representing each business, to enter the elimination room. First to be called in are Chocolate Starfish, Wachu, SGRT, and representing AimBest in place of Andres is his son.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for your pitches. We'd like to commend you for a good effort, and we know that this is not the end of your journey. Unfortunately, that was your final pitch. For now, you'll have to leave. Please say goodbye to the judges.
Good luck.
Thank you for your initial pitches. Unfortunately, you will have to work on your pitches because you are going to be part of the show as the choices, the picks of Joseph Calata. Congratulations for making it in. Here's your team.
Galing. Congrats, ha? Congrats. Galingan nyo, ha? Galingan nyo susunod, ha?
Okay, so Kit and Infusions, please take a seat.
Of the 4 who made it to Joseph's team, 2 were asked to stay behind.
Pushcart.ph and Panga, we'll see you next time.
Good seeing you.
You gave us really exciting pitches. In particular, I think, Fight Shape. You look like you do a lot of exercising, right? So I think at this time, I think you need to take a rest and have a seat. For the rest of you, unfortunately, that was your final pitch.
3 batches of entrepreneurs have so far gone through the elimination room with mixed results. And as the 4th group enters the elimination room, tension rises among the entrepreneurs with their diminishing chances of getting funded.
We know it's been a long journey for you. Event chains and for rent. Unfortunately, the pitch that you gave was your final pitch. Fight Shape and Kit, I'd like to introduce Jose Magsaysay, otherwise known as Jomag. He will potentially be an investor in one of your companies. So congratulations, you made it to the show.
These 4 now represent the picks of Jomag, with Kit being a common pick of Joseph and Jomag.
Maria Health, I'd like to please invite you to take a seat in our comfortable chair. The rest, we'll see you back next time.
Good job, good job.
The next set of entrepreneurs enter the elimination room, with Chris joining in to represent Mario of Fly Spaces.
The judges loved your presentations. Unfortunately, we can't accept everyone into the show. Joseph, Dekada, for now,
That was your final pitch. Maria Health and Infusions, please come up front. The four of you have been chosen by Dr. Henry Lim Bondiong as his 4 picks for the final pitch. So congratulations.
Infusions and Maria Health just got the nod of their second potential investor.
Infusions, you've been in this room a long time. So say goodbye to your investors.
Infusions leaves the room victorious, having been chosen by Joseph and Henry.
So I'll ask the 3 of you to please take your seats.
The last batch of entrepreneurs enter with only 1 slot left. Who among these entrepreneurs will complete the picks of investor Mika Tan?
We were all very impressed with your pitches. We are really looking for our businesses with potential and are ready to go big. FloodGuard, your product, though unique and useful, still needs a lot of work. It is something that we have considered and something that will make you stay on that spot. The rest, that was your final pitch. Would you join FloodGuard? Have any one of you worked with people younger than you? I think it's going to get a lot more exciting working with, in particular, a 25-year-old angel investor. You have been chosen by Mika Tan as her 4 picks for the final pitch.
We now have our final teams. For Team Mika, we have Vincent of Maria Health, Mario of Fly Spaces, Nice of Glee, and Paul of FloodGuard. Team Henry also has Vincent, Mario, and Nice, but they are joined by Jet of Infusions. Jet also joins Team Joseph, together with Alphon of Panga, Josh from Pushcart, and Kit of Kit's Homemade Products. And lastly, we have Team Jomag, whose picks include Vincent, Kit, Mark of Big Guy's Pizza, and Mitch of Fight Shape Studio and Butter Coffee. These chosen entrepreneurs are now in for an amazing business journey. They will receive world-class mentorship and participate in business challenges meant to test their passion, grit, and their ability to deal with adversity. Today, the road to the final pitch officially begins. Next week on The Final Pitch, the entrepreneurs are welcomed to their new home, and they take their first dose of mentoring sessions from the business gurus.
If somebody else can deliver the same quality faster, you're dead.
If you're a moron, stick to what you're good at, because you can't do any better.